Hey, 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 another rainy day in southern Maryland. It is Friday. We shelled corn on Monday, and I think I mentioned then chance of rain every day this week. Well, that has been the case. So Tuesday morning it did start raining, and since Tuesday morning we have had over 5 inches of rain here. So not much happening on the farm. I did take one load of corn up to Purdue on Tuesday morning. The moisture was a bit higher than I wanted, 17.5%. So I checked my moisture tester against Purdue's, and so my tester's reading about a half a point lower. So that's where the difference came in. Test weight was not too bad, 57, I believe. So this morning I went up to the flower vegetable auction in Loveville, Maryland. It's a grower auction, mainly Mennonite, that grow and supply vegetables and flowers there most of the year anyway. So I bought some apples, as you can see over there. I've got some mums and gourds in the back of the truck, so I'm taking these down to the hardware store for reselling, get our fall display put up and put together. So that's about all that's going on. I did take the plow to the auction yesterday in between rain showers. That auction will be held next weekend. And I am going to probably go up to the combine this afternoon and put some fuel in it. I think the sun is supposed to come out tomorrow. I'm hoping. We'll see if we can get in the field, but I'll go ahead and fuel it up while I have a chance. Check everything out. Okay. Stay tuned. Okay, this is the front of the hardware store. As you can see, we've already got some mums out here. I got these last week, but we have sold some, so we've got to get some more. I do have pumpkins over there. Hey, the weather's finally good for renting kayaks, so come on down and rent some kayaks from us. Go out on the water this weekend. As I said, the sun should be coming out, so it would be a great weekend for kayaking. Okay, I'm going to get these unloaded. Okay, we're going to fuel up the combine. Since this tank does not stay on my truck all of the time, I take it off and on and put it on different trucks. We don't permanently connect the power cord, so I've just got alligator clips on the power cord for the pump. We just open the hood of the truck and connect it to the battery. Okay, while that is fueling, I'm going to come around here and take the plates out of the bottom of the unloading auger. I forgot to do that when I left here on Monday, so all the water has collected into the bottom of the grain tank, and it is dripping out here now. So I've just got to undo those these wing nuts here and take these plates off, and I will probably get a bath with the wet corn and the water that comes out of there. Unfortunately, you cannot smell this, but it does not smell the best. That's the rotten corn in the bottom of there, rotten whatever. You would think by now I would learn to do this before I leave the field when it's still dry, but no. So then it runs all down your arm to your armpit. But luckily, it's Friday evening, so it is once a week bath time. So I won't go around with this smell on me too long. So that is the nasty crap coming out of there. And there you see the holes. So I'm going to get up in the combine and start it up and run this auger to try to get some more of that crap out of there so it doesn't sit in there any longer. Okay, I can see daylight up there now. So we've got most of the nasty crap out of there. I'm going to leave the covers off because I don't think the rain is finished. The deer will probably come along and eat that up. So it's looks like a lot, but it's less than a half a bushel. It gets most of that corn out of there. So I'm going to leave these covers up here by the door. So when I do get back to shelling corn, when I get on the combine, I'll see these covers and it will remind me to put them back. That way I'm not leaving a trail of corn in the field once we start shelling again. Okay, I believe we're all fueled up. I think I heard the nozzle cut off, so we can go back and finish this up. Okay, I know some of you are thinking, hey, you fueled up before you came up here and you really didn't shell that much corn. Yeah, I didn't top it off down at the farm. I knew I would not have enough, one tank full to finish this farm up here, that I would have to bring fuel to it. So while we're not doing anything else, I've gone ahead and topped it off. I believe I've got enough fuel now to finish this farm. I do have one repair to make. I noticed the other day when I was adjusting this chain, this sprocket here is missing a tooth, so I did go to the John Deere dealer earlier this week. I've got that sprocket, so we're going to go ahead and put that sprocket on now. Okay, easy fix. There's the new sprocket. Don't ask me what it costs, I don't know. I just signed the ticket, they sent me the bill at the end of the month. We will not throw that sprocket away, because in a pinch on a Saturday evening, if a sprocket goes bad, the bearing goes bad, this will get us through in a pinch until we can get the part on Monday morning. Okay, that's simple. Okay, stay tuned. I think we will take a ride down to the bay shore, see how bad the water's turning up, if there's any waves out there today. I'm sure there are, but stay with me. We'll go down to the bay shore and look around. Not sure if you can see it, but there are my eagles, one there, and there's the other one over there. As I've said before, I think, we have plenty of eagles around here, and I always see them on the farm. And here's another one rolling in here. And there was a nest down here on the shore in the spring. So I'm not sure how many eagles they raised in the nest, but they were nesting down here. So I better get a move on here. You can probably hear the wind blowing. I'll talk a little bit louder. So there's the cornfield, and I see it's getting dark over that way. So rain is probably rolling in, but here's the cornfield. And if we just sweep around here, this is the bay here. This farm is probably 30 to 40 feet above sea level, so this is a cutout that the owner has made in order to launch his boat into the bay. So we're going to walk down here to the bay. The bay is angry today. It is quite rough. The tide is high. We have been under coastal flood watch for the last couple of days, so the tide has really been high. So straight across, you can't see it because of the clouds today, but straight across, this is due east, is Hooper Island. Salisbury, Maryland on the eastern shore is just a bit to the east, the northeast of us here, that way, but this is due east across the bay. It's about 10 miles, I would guess, over to Hooper Island. And if we pan the camera around to the right, oh shit, my feet are going to get wet. If we pan the camera around here, so now we're looking north of the bay. Patuxent River Naval Air Station and Test Pilot School is right here. This outcropping you see, it's about 3 miles north of us here. Also known as Cedar Point. My grandfather used to tell the story when the Navy base moved in here in the early 1940s. My grandfather always said that was some of the best farmland in this county, what the Navy base took. There is still a little bit of agriculture happening on the Navy base. The fields are so cut up though, this water is really coming up. They do lease out the ag ground. I think it's, I don't know, maybe 400 acres, but as I said, the fields are really cut up, 3, 4, 5 acre fields. I'm not sure. I looked at the bid 15 years ago to put a bid in on it, but there were too many restrictions because it was the Navy base. Okay, that's enough of that. So then if you look south, this would be Point Lookout, and that is where our farm is down in Scotland. You can't see Point Lookout from here. It's about probably almost 10 miles down to Point Lookout from here. And you can see the erosion that is taking place here. This is a problem along the bay. The owner has put some rock here, and it has slowed the erosion down a lot. Damn it. But it hasn't stopped it completely. Shit. But you can see the rocks there. And you probably can't see it with this camera, but there are some ships moving north. The shipping channel is probably 5 to 6 miles off here, and so they'll move north up towards Baltimore. Well, I have been on a cruise ship out of Baltimore, sailing down to the Caribbean. And it takes a cruise ship about 8 hours from Baltimore down to the mouth of the bay to get into the Atlantic Ocean down in Norfolk, Virginia Beach area. So about 8 hours. Right here is about the halfway mark from Baltimore down to the ocean. So about 4 hours by ship. And I guess that's cruising at 15 knots or so. So yeah, as you can see, the bay is quite rough today. Winds are blowing from the northeast, and that's where we get our worst storms and erosion, when we get winds from the northeast. Okay, I think the rain is coming. The clouds are, it's getting darker, so I'm going to head out of here. Hope you enjoyed this part. Not really farming today, but it's a little bit about where we live. Okay, Friday evening, you know what that means. It is margarita time. So I can smell this old nasty rotten corn on me. It's time to head home and take a shower, get this smell off of me, and kick back and have a margarita. Okay.